Scratches, scrapes, and burns. We've all had them and we never enjoy them. Did you know that you can grow herbs to use as herbal first aid to prevent infection and speed healing? What are these herbs, you ask? Stick around and you'll get that answer. Good morning, health-minded people. I'm Dr. Snow and I teach you to be in charge of your own health because other than God, no one knows as much about you as you should. If you burn your hand in the kitchen, scrape your arm against a rough wall, or get a paper cut opening the mail, it hurts. Wouldn't it be great if you had a plant or two that was growing at your house that you could use to decrease the pain, prevent infection, and speed the healing process along? Here's a list of 5 herbs that you should keep in your garden, even if your garden is a row of pots on a windowsill. Plantain, not the banana-like fruit, but the broadleaf plant growing everywhere that you probably thought was a weed, is a wonderful herb whose superpower is drawing out toxins and infections. Teach your children what this plant looks like, and if they get a bee sting or a spider bite, they can pick a few leaves and crush them between their hands to make a poultice and slap it on the injury immediately to remove the pain and draw out the venom. For scratches and scrapes that are looking a bit ugly, a plantain poultice can pull out any infection that is trying to start. Plantain also helps wounds heal faster, so this is a great herb to have in your medicinal arsenal. If the injury really starts to look infected, it's time to see the doctor. Most people don't have to plant plantain since it loves to grow everywhere, but you can grow this in your garden or in a pot inside. Calendula is a lovely plant that produces beautiful flowers that range in color from pale yellow to bright orange. It is a great antibiotic and antiviral herb that has been used to prevent infection or to treat mild infections to keep them from getting worse. It has also been used on cold sores to speed healing. Calendula is anti-inflammatory, so it can decrease swelling that decreases the pain associated with burns, scrapes, and cuts. It has even been shown to speed healing in diabetic stasis ulcers, but don't treat those yourself. You don't want to lose a leg, so get a healthcare professional to help you. Use the dried flowers to make a tea to use as a wound wash or to make an antibiotic ointment. Planted in your yard or in a pot in your apartment, this herb will brighten your life with its cheery flowers and will prevent complications if you injure yourself. This is a must-grow plant. Nearly everyone has heard of using aloe vera for burns. Just peel a leaf and slap the gel on the area. But it is also anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and anesthetic, which just means it numbs pain, so it can be used on any kind of wound. No kitchen should be without an aloe vera plant. If you're learning something new, please hit that like button. Yarrow has been used for thousands of years to stop bleeding. In fact, even as recently as World War I, soldiers used to carry dried yarrow flowers into battle to stop bleeding in case they were wounded, which is why yarrow is also known as soldier's wound-wort. The medicine is in the flower, and while the wild yarrow plant has a cluster of tiny white flowers, yarrow can be purchased at your local nursery in every color of the rainbow. The color of the flower does not appear to alter its effectiveness. Yarrow is also antiseptic, so not only will it stop the bleeding of a cut, it can also help prevent infection from developing, making it an excellent plant to have around in case you get a minor cut or scrape that just won't stop bleeding. By the way, if you are pregnant, nursing, or if you take prescription medications, do not take any herb without checking first with your healthcare provider to make sure that it is safe. I recommend finding a provider that is trained in functional medicine who understands both prescription and herbal medications. Echinacea is a pretty pale purple flower shaped kind of like an upside-down badminton shuttlecock. Echinacea works by stimulating your immune system to fight infection better, and it has antibacterial properties of its own. Using a wound cleaner of Echinacea tea can help stop a cut from becoming infected. Comfrey is a perennial plant that will give you beautiful bell-shaped blue flowers year after year to look at. This useful herb will not only decrease the pain of a wound, but it will help it to heal faster. Much faster. So fast that comfrey is not appropriate to use on puncture wounds because it can cause the wound to close too quickly and you may develop an abscess. But for minor cuts and scrapes, it's perfect. So which of these herbs are you going to plant first? If you have the room, I recommend planting all of them so that you are ready for any minor wound that may happen. If you found this information helpful, but you want more information on herbs you can grow at home, click here now. Thank you for joining me today to learn about herbs you can grow at home to use in case you get a minor wound. Stay healthy, be careful with that knife, and have a blessed week.